Hello everyone, how are you doing? My name is Lauren for those of you that don't know me, and I make YouTube and TikTok videos on my experience of being diagnosed with a form of autism back in the day when it was poorly understood. And I was originally diagnosed with pervasive developmental delay, and then when Asperger's came into the criteria, I was given that. And so in this video, I'm not really going to talk a lot about my autism experience, but believe it or not, I'm going to talk about my social media experience, like my views on TikTok and YouTube versus other social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram. Even though I don't do Instagram very much. So how long have I had Facebook? I've actually had it since 2009, but the first account I had got hacked in July of 2010, and I ended up getting a second account. And I had YouTube since 2011, but I didn't figure out how to start uploading videos until 2016. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the issues that I've experienced on social media. And all of these issues I've experienced are from Facebook. So if you do follow me on Facebook, I do tend to vent on Facebook a lot because I'm very open and honest, and I feel like that I'm one of those that, you should just say everything or say nothing. And my family is very private about stuff, which I'm open and honest about stuff. And my parents don't agree with me posting stuff on public platforms because they grew up in a time period where it was considered inappropriate to talk about a mental illness or private health concerns. But I disagree with that, as long as you're not being mean to anyone. And one time I was so open and honest that I vented about something that I'd seen one of my former bullies going through, and that really got a lot of people upset at me. And over the years, because of my brutal honesty with everything, I have lost a lot of Facebook friends. But what you see with me in real life and online is the same, because I don't try to act like everything is okay online when it's not. And in 2024, January, by the way, I was trying to look for a place to sell my books, and scammers were using this one place in our area as a place to get people's private information. And not knowing, I gave a scammer my credit card information, and because of that, I had to get a new credit card. And also, it's very addictive at times to get on social media. And any form of social media, there's so much fake stuff. You don't know whether to believe anything or not. And I've seen a lot of stuff that I don't know whether to believe or not on all three platforms that I use: Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. Then, on the flip side, there is two benefits that I found for Facebook, is being able to keep up with my friends and family that I never see. And I found a doctor on this endometriosis support group that did this specialized procedure to treat endometriosis in addition to doing my hysterectomy. And the good news is that doctor took my insurance, and he found something that no one else would have found even though they knew I had a really bad case of endometriosis and that no matter what, I would have probably never been able to carry a child. And I feel like I've learned a lot about my autism and my other stuff also through YouTube and TikTok. And like I did on Facebook, it's actually right around COVID time period, I found another procedure for another problem that I've had my whole life, which is my ear issues. And I've had tons of ear issues and had surgeries on that. And I went through the same process that I took to get through my hysterectomy through when I found this doctor through Facebook that did my hysterectomy on the endometriosis support group. So, and like the doctor that did my hysterectomy and excision for endometriosis, this doctor for my ear, he also took my insurance. But I'm not going to go into any detail about that, but I'm just trying to talk about the realities of social media benefits and cons. So the reality about being a content creator on TikTok and YouTube. Now, even though I and other creators enjoy doing this, unfortunately, you have to post consistently if you want to get enough followers to earn money off of it. And editing is the hardest part. And as for me, on any of my social media platforms, what you see is what you get. I do not like being dishonest, and I do not like dishonest people of any type. I grew up in church, and I'm standing ground to what I believe in, and I am going to share my experiences with my autism and everything else that I've been through, but yet try to be respectful of others. And even though I try to be respectful of other people, yeah, this part is judging, but I am not a fan of our president. He's very mean to people with disabilities. And in conclusion, it's okay to voice your opinion if there is a problem. Say, I watched a lot of these videos where autistic kids were facing stuff that they shouldn't face, and I've said my opinions on that. And when I said my opinions, I stated how that it was unfair that those kids had to go through it, and I'm going to strongly suggest that everyone do your best to be kind if you comment. And if anyone is unkind or you disagree with another follower or vice versa, unfollow/block someone that follows you and says something unkind or makes you uncomfortable in any way. And if you follow someone and they're doing stuff that you don't agree with, then I'm going to strongly ask that you remove yourself as a follower or block them. Alright guys, thank you so much for listening. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe because there will be more autism themed comment coming and more like this if needed. So, bye.